Hey gang, had a little time at the end of the stream today, so we're going to finish up this quick draft of Zendikar Rising. We are 3-1 with a bot. We basically forced black. My current approach to bot drafting Zendikar Rising is to try and be black, because that allows you to pivot into clerics, where the bots super undervalue core celebrant in particular, so you can get hooked up with an amazing cleric deck if the draft has a bunch of celebrants in it. And then rogues is the other thing that the bots seem to undervalue. We did not end up with any of the signpost gold uncommons, the, what do you call it, the 1/3 for 2, you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure chat will fill in the gap, but basically that's the dream, to get hooked up with those. We didn't. And so I think this is just kind of a medium version of the forced rogue deck, but it still is pretty good. We still got some play here. We got Thwart the Grave. We got a Blood Beckoning to get, to recur our party aspects, because there is some party stuff going on here. Seafloor Stalker can close it out with a little help from some Wizard and Stonework Pack Beast. This can get pretty cheap. So we're pretty roguey, but we actually have some party payoffs that enjoy the off-rogue creatures we have here. So, oh yeah, sorry, I was in the wrong scene. Not a great recap with me and my big head in your way. But here's a quick look at the deck, just in case anyway. Do it this way. There you go. Now I'm out of your way. Now you can see for a second. And we're going to jump back in. Got some, like a random squid. The squid's not bad or anything. It's just like, this did not go as beautifully as it could. But I think it did show still that the bots do undervalue the rogue angle. I will thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom, of course, but since the YouTube video is midstream and has already heard one pitch, I'll make it short. But YouTube friends, if you could give me a like to help with the algorithm, that'd be sweet. And of course, remember that you can use my affiliate link to check out my amazing sponsor, Card Kingdom, for all your tabletop magic needs. It's funny, I turned off all of my news alerts. I just don't want I don't want to learn things by phone right now. I want to learn things by me reaching out to learn things. All right, we get to keep a nice pack. This is a great little opener. We're short on lands, but the spells look fantastic. All right, really hoping to see a land off the top. We didn't. We're going to drop a Pack Beast, though. Well, we should drop Squid. If we do find a land, we'll be happy to get as many cracks in with the Squid as we can. The thing is, if we don't find a land, we don't attack with anything. But I'm going to think positively here. Oppo using Reclaim as a land, a tap land, basically. All right. Haha, joke's on you, Blightblade. You can't block something I can't attack with. Haha. All right, we got a Duelist. That means we could attack with the Pack Beast, and if they go for the kill, we can just drop Duelist. I like taking an opportunity to make Duelist work anytime I can, so we're going to do that. They got some mana too. Maybe this won't work out, but we'll make them have it. In a sense, getting them to use Into the Royal without Kicker is like gaining a card, so I'm not too disappointed with that result. We kept him off the kicked Royal. Speaking of being off it, we're off mana. Pack Beast. Yeah, Pack Beast and try to find mana. At least we're not under super pressure. If the Visionary comes in here, I'll offer the Squid for it, probably. We might wait. We could crack back. I mean, we have a pretty aggressive hand here if we can just find a couple lands. That's pretty scary. We're going to have to feed that, though. Hey, there's land, which is really nice to see. If we had 4, I would just kick Royal it back and make him recast it. But I think we just drop our land happily and really just feed it. And it's nice because even though this is huge, its CMC is technically 2. So we only take 2 damage to kill this thing. That probably bums Oppo out pretty hard. And obviously we'll trade Squid for literally anything. I mean, it's a 2-drop unconnected creature. We're happy to happy to trade that for a card. With Thwart the Grave, Crab is kind of helping us. But Visionary is just going to get through here. Great. Another swamp, really what we wanted to see here. We can... Let's see. Ooze says... I don't like giving him another card, but we may have to send the Visionary back. And then none of their creatures have counters on it, and the Ooze doesn't actually do anything. It's just a 2/2. So that's pretty tempting. And I don't think they're blocking Pack Beast with either one of these really realistically. So I'm going to send Pack Beast, and if we wanted to, we could get into the Royal to save it or something. This is somewhat of a bluff attack. Obviously, they have the Crab block. I just don't think they will block. I think, yeah, it just felt like a free 2 damage. And because of the mana up, though, we're going to put a stop on their upkeep and look for the into the Royal kicked on their upkeep. That's so that if either of these 2 cards is a counter spell that would stop this, like a negate or something, or a Jawari Disruption, then we at least make them use it on their turn. And yeah, again, it stinks to give them a Visionary trigger, but we have decent tempo here. We get our own card out of it as well. And critically, we currently get rid of the counter that makes the Ooze actually good. And this is a nice draw. Lets us handle any... If they do something sweet to recover from this, we have the Vanquish. And if not, we can do something like take out the Crab or whatever we think needs to die with the Vanquish. Geyser Mage. They're close to Carver being good, but not quite there. I think we probably could even offer the Pack Beast for the Visionary, Vanquish the Crab, and then the Carver turns on and makes our all fresh creatures pretty good. And then we have the Thwart anyway. So I'm going to offer Pack Beast. Although maybe I just keep it on... Oh, there you go. It's not going to... We're not offering nothing, Ryan. We're getting Glacial Grasped. I could vanquish my own Pack Beast to deny the draw, but we're not going to be that silly. Now I'm feeling like we... Vanquish the Crab so we don't lose to that plan. And Carver the Duelist to block either one of these. Of course, we can Vanquish on their turn, but I'm going to Vanquish while shields are down. happily trade off a duelist for any creature and just re-equip the equipment elsewhere. Skitter Sneak coming down next turn, almost certainly. Oppo got a fistful, though. So I'm not confident in our chances here on the 12 to 18 situation. Good to see Oppo in the tank, though. Means they don't have some obvious play, unless they're trolling us. But, you know, probably just means they don't quite have their line figured out. And usually a tough-to-find line is better than something obvious. Or they're getting a snack. And they come back and go, boom, boom, boom. You're dead. So many lines, they don't know how to win, East. They don't know which way, which line is 98% and which line is 97%. Yeah, that'd be great. Would that kill us? Oh, we wouldn't be dead, but we'd be off. Oh no, it would kill us. Yeah, that'd be great. You found it. I love it, Pablo. Pablo found the win. Now I want it. Now I actively want it. Land, kick, Vastwood Surge, swing would be so awesome. Although it would mean Oppo is not awesome, because it would mean Oppo is totally trolling us. All right, well, we got the sneak. I'm going to offer the duelist. I don't care. I'll take it for either, and then we get the sneak after. But the Oran Reef would add counters. So it'd be 13. Oh, yeah, maybe it is 11. Sorry, somehow I thought that it would be... Yeah, it was one short. You're right. I somehow threw an extra counter on each of these somewhere. And that's how you win Magic games. I am here for you, chat. The training around here is incredible. I know there's just like value spilling out of your head on how to win Magic games on Arena. Try to hold it all in the best you can. We are 4-1 here, and we are on quick. Another good-looking hand. Can Wind Robber early and have some removal in the middle ahead of a Wizard on 5, we hope. Hey, Pack Beast on 2 makes things even better. We could, like, feed it. Feed, but it's fine. Let him put a counter on it. We'll kill it next turn. I'm going to go Pack Beast here. Perfect curve for Oppo. Also playing one of the decks I try to go for in Quick Draft. Clerics. I'm gonna stay greedy on the Wizard for sure. Let's see. Is there any 2-spell opportunity here? No. So we're just going to do this and feed the swarm on a 2-drop. We can send the pack beast. There's no world in which they block this. In fact, maybe we just keep it back to threaten the block the other way. Yeah, I like that. We're going to send the robber, leave the pack beast, and kill the cleric. We could use this to maximize mana, but I don't think we need to do that. I'd rather take less damage off the feed and use this on something else later. All right, they're offering. I'm accepting. This might mean they have recursion. Again, when I see clerics being a cleric's deck being so willing to trade off, I assume graveyard recursion, but we have some too. So let's continue the plan. And also, 14 and 19, we are in block territory here. And probably in Deadly Alliance, the Blight Priest territory, but I'm not in blocking with Wind Robber territory, so we're still attacking. Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to kill it. Like, we could... I do worry that we face some rare... Like, maybe I should wait, because what if they play the rare, right, ahead of the attacking Blight Priest? I think we want to cast Deadly Alliance before we untap. My question is, do we do it now to get to do it shields down, or do we try to catch something even better than a Blight Priest? That's really... But I do intend to fire this off before we untap. Counterspells, or in white, the protection shelter. White has ways to protect. So... yeah, I'm just going to do it. We're one land away from an excellent sequence here where we wizard into kick Royal Mage to get it back anyway. One removal spell away from an easy card advantage attack from the Infiltrator, but we got to play our game here. Hope it works out. They can also play a Rogue. Yeah, that's a pretty great play there for Oppo. Note they carefully left up black. I don't know what that means. Really want to land off the top here to kick the mage. We get Pack Beast and maybe some other spell if not, but really this Infiltrator hitting any further is bad for us. Could have been a reason to, this is the type of card I was hoping to pick off with the Infiltrator, but we had a reasonable line. It's just that our line doesn't account for the time between us returning our removal and reusing it, our opponent getting a ton of card draw value. That's the part of this equation that has worked out poorly for us here. We did find a land, though, so we can kick it. And maybe we keep the Wind Robber back. With them at 8, we can draw if we need to. But the kicked Royal Mage plus Wind Robber does threaten to block and kill the Infiltrator, which I'm willing to do. So let's do that. Get the Alliance. It doesn't hurt us to use. They're going for it. I'm going to offer the block. If they do something to, quote, blow out this double block, then we can at least sack the Wind Robber and get some value back out of it. We got to try this, I think. Ugh, Plunder is brutal. We were already in a kind of behind in the value war, and we just took a huge blow in the value war. So this is where we see how unlucky or how lucky, you know, I expect to lose from here. If we get lucky and they got a bunch of blanks or not good enough cards, we could pull it out. But from just an attrition standpoint, if you look at the attrition situation, we're unlikely to be winning this game. 0 to 1. I suppose I could see a ramp deck where I'd play multiple plungers if I found no other card draw, but ideally you get the kicker divination instead of the plunger. All right, Geyser Mage gives us some time to try and find the win. Let's go for it. All right, dead wizard, but this is exactly why I figured we'd be losing this game. That they drew too many extra cards. Can send this stinger though. Maybe we can somehow get him to mill him out here in some world. I don't know. This ruin crap sucks. You have to actually deal combat damage for it to work. If they don't find another wizard, we can pick off the diviner with the alliance before they can get a card off it. But we're at 7. This is soon to be... Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to actually take out that golem. Just gonna do that now. They may have something to protect it. We'll make them have it and take out this gigantic beast of really a kind of a win con. I would take Geyser Mage for these two, so we'll send these. Sky Dancer. Okay, okay. Oh, they got our Thwart. That sucks. Thwart would have been nice on this graveyard. Get back Wizard and Wind Robber or whatever. Thank you, JM Dooley. Appreciate the resub. Okay, I can accept this. Trade for the Geyser Mage. They get a card off the robber. But we're slowly whittling them down-ish. You know, we know this is a diviner that we currently are losing to, but... we got some play. We got some outs, for sure. And at 11, you know, if we can just get this through a couple times, that could be enough in itself. We're on the edge there, though. I don't know. I don't think we're advantaged between the diviner and the 3 unknown cards. Yeah, that's pretty good. They get to steal my artifact. Sad. Oh, no, 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 no. Doesn't look like we're going to win that one. We were holding on a little bit there, but then 2-for-1ing off one of those cards in hand is going to be real tough for us to win. Currently, though, we hold the ground and are taking 2 through the air. They drop this. We go to 8. They play this, and then we're on a 2-turn clock. I think we just have to hold back here, though. At least threaten the death touch on the ground. Gloomy indeed. Looks like it's mill or bust. But really we need flyers, or I don't know how we can win this. Wonder if they improve the clock. Let's see, we go to 8. They could have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is an 8 though, so they didn't change their clock at all, I guess. Although this is 7. Wondering if they could have 2 spelled here to get us dead next turn, potentially. Hey, okay. Well, unfortunately, they show us this land. I was all excited for a sec, but we only have rogues, so we're probably just getting whatever this is. Maybe it's good. It's something, that's for sure. So now what are we looking for? We're dropping to 3, which is gonna make Gloom Hunter and Expedition Diviner lethal. I don't know what we got. I think we need some kind of raised dead, I guess, because we need to somehow like get Wind Robber and some other flyer going. Doesn't look good for us, gang. Because we need to kill 2 things now. Yeah, I'll give you mostly dead. I think we might just be dead, though.
Your friend here is only mostly
Oh, yeah, because the Blight
dead.
Priest says even the Skydiver is dead. So I'll give you the mostly, but I think we're just straight up. Especially with that draw. All right, good work, Oppo. Four wins is pretty good with this deck already, to be honest. I'm not unhappy. 5th win would get us pure profit here in the old quick queue. So hopefully we get one more win here. But this will either be 1, 2, or 3 more games for y'all. Oppo on the play. We get Squid on 2, into Stinger on 3, find an island for Royal on 4. This looks like a fine start. Wind Robber on 1 makes it even better. If they want to subtle strike that, I say go for it. I will take a subtle strike use there. There's our second island too. So coming up Millhouse-ish here. We'll see if it plays out the way we want the rest of the way. But an excellent start here with Robber into Squid, into Stinger, into Kicked Royal. Vanquish is a possible play here over the Stinger, but we could just offer the Squid. I'm fine offering Squid for Sentinel, so I'm going to start there, I think. And then we'll drop Stinger after and accept a turn off from getting through with the Wind Robber. Seemed like maybe they had a subtle strike and this is where they're going to use it. Like now they kill the Wind Robber and put a counter on the Sentinel. But if they do, then we have a pretty good use for the Royal. And actually the Vanquish still kills the Sentinel at that point too. Kind of expecting subtle strike in their hand. That's what it felt like. And I could totally see them saying, I'll take a couple of hits with the Wind Robber and then subtle strike to put a counter on my Sentinel. But I kind of want... I'm leaving the Wind Robber back anyway to be threatening with the Stinger. So we kind of have a good attack here, even into their open mana. We have Vanquish and Into the Royal on our own, of our own, to respond to anything they might do. And I'm happy to just trade Squid for Sentinel anyway, so we don't have to respond to... There is no block they could make here that we would have to respond to basically make the first move here. I mean, I would make the first move of tapping my Wind Robber to give the Shadow Stinger Death Touch, but that was the plan anyway. My point is I don't have to use Vanquish or Into the Royal until Oppo does something besides block. If they go for a kill, we're going to let it happen. We have a Blood Beckoning, so if stuff dies, we kind of need fodder for that anyway. Although that is an important creature of ours, and we could kick the Royal to save it and save and draw a card, which is probably better than, you know, messing with their Sentinel anyway. So I'm in for that. Let's save our Stinger. Scavenger, rewarding us for being patient with our Vanquish, as we now have a pretty clear target for that. And we're going to do it now. Two forests meant they could have had, like, Might of Marasa, and I did think about it, but I was never going to not put them to the test there. At worst, we trade Vanquish for a Might of Marasa then. There we go. It wasn't a subtle strike that put a counter on it, but they had something. Slows us down, though. We don't have attacks now. Crabby! Well, it's certainly got a target on it. Next turn we can cash in the Wind Robber if we want a card. Stinger is a great attacker here. That's an unkicked Surge, so it's not going to impact the Sentinel's power and toughness, so the Stinger attack is still looking good. Quite the ramp. Their next turn might be brutal, but we look good for next turn, for our next attack. And I'm going to leave the Wind Robber back to threaten Death Touch on the Stinger. Might be worth it to cash in the Wind Robber and look for action. The problem with the play is if we don't find more rogues, we can't threaten the Stinger Death Touch. If it weren't, but we do have Blood Beckoning, which we could do if we don't. So yeah, I'm going to do it. The Blood Beckoning makes me want to do it. I'm doing it. The Blood Beckoning. makes me want to do this. And in fact, we could use this now. Even... Oh, no, we only have the one creature in the yard, but that's fine. It would have been a better play with 2 in the yard, because then we could have justified doing it right away. But this is cool. We can, like, send... Their deck count is at 14. Yeah, crab fuel is fine. And we just basically win off crab until they kill the crab, and now if they kill the crab, we can get it back with the beckoning. Understandably attacking, they got to do something. But this gives us a squid attack, which I like a lot. Although they have the mana to sack and turn this into a 4/4. Thwart is more graveyard shenanigans. So let's, we kind of even want a dead stinger would be okay, but we definitely want a dead squid. We're going to send that in. We want 3 damage or that. That's fine. Maybe we can get there on both. You just beckoning for one card of value. Maybe I'm being too greedy? Question mark? I had 17 life. I didn't mind. And I don't know. So we could go Stinger. Let's see, they're at 7. Stinger attack with Stinger works. Let's do that. This is the other rogue we needed to make this Stinger play happen. And then we start getting the full value, right? On both of these. I guess I don't even need to do that. That's fine. Let's thwart. Yeah, let's thwart. Wind Robber threatening to activate both stingers on attacks is nice. And then we can get one stinger back and beckoning the crab. We could also just Wind Robber, chump, and draw. And get back Wind Robber and Crab with the beckoning and still have Stingers good to go next turn. And do that. Great, another land. Don't usually say that with a bazillion land out, but we're going to get our crab back, so we like it. Just gotta remember, don't play it, Ryan. Don't play it. Don't you play it. I don't know what that might do, but we'll do that. They try to fight this thing or something. Okay, Carver, but we're gonna go Blood Beckoning first. Kick this thingy. Krabby, and maybe we just want the other Stinger. Yeah, I think other Stinger is better. Yeah, Carver on win does block well. I'm not worried about. Yeah, I think we just have. Yeah, that was the key. I think we got this. So, looks good. Keeping it going. Whoa! I was just trying to click to put the scene back in focus. I'm sure glad that was something I wanted to keep. It's not a great opener, but it's certainly keepable. Veil, interesting. Yeah, that could have gone real bad if we needed to mulligan that hand. Yikes. Sting me up, though, and we're on track here. I taught my kids about Chekhov's gun really early in our story reading, reading stories and sharing fiction together. So they're all over it now. They're calling out Chekhov's guns all over the place. So we got the Kicked Royal. We got the Duelist. Let's see if they're bold enough to block. No, we'll take it either way, though. And I'm just going to pass, expecting to kick Royal on anything before our next untap. Hopefully we find a basic land and cast Wizard next turn. If not, maybe we play the Veil as land, but I'm going to try to be greedy about that as well. This feels like not a great deck for us to be in the... Oh, that's not bad, but like it's... this is some suspect cards for a 5-1... Well, not... I don't know. I'm being mean. Adventure Awaits is one I try not to play, and Nectar Pot is one I try not to play. Everything else has been fine, but this and this are a little suspect to me. All right, we're going to kick the Nectar Pot back, though. Found our land even. Right on. Yeah. The suspect cards match the... Oh, man, that made him discard twice? Wow, brutal. Sorry, Oppo. Ooh, that could explain a 5-2 record if they get that out early and do the kicker thing, or the counter thing every time. Well, we don't know if they... Maybe they whiffed. We don't know what they saw, right? Maybe they're just getting really unlucky on lands. But we're going to send them back again. We can mine Carver, but I'm gonna just keep him keep them off balance here. That's true. I see what you're saying. They put it on top, right? I play the card so infrequently, I need to read it again. No, let's put it in your hand, right? It's not like it went to the top of the library. Well, let's vanquish while the vanquishing is good. And probably get close to a win here. With the Carver coming down anyway. I'll throw it here. Did I just play a game of Magic? I wasn't really paying attention. What just happened? Oh, well, I don't know. We're at 6 wins now. I must have blinked and missed it, but I think we played a game there or something. I'm not being mean to the bronze player. I'm just saying that was a lightning fast game. I hope that bronze player recognizes that we're streaming, comes and says hello. Hello! Join us. We'll make you much better. We didn't really give them a chance to lose to their play skill. We goldfished there. That was more the joke. Made it to the rubber match though. The count is full at 6-2. It's either going to be 7-2 or 6-3. What do we got? What we got is no mana for the crab, but we got Acquisitions Expert, Feed the Swarm, Bubble Snare. If we find an island anytime soon, the crab is early enough to be very good. And all we're asking for is land. I don't think we're asking for too much. I think we can keep this. It is on, we have two shots at a land draw to hit our third. Anybody mulling this? We'll listen for some feedback from chat. Curious what chat wants to do here. You keeping this or are you sending it back? Crab's there. If we get the island, we get to get going with the crabby. I'm going to keep it. I'm greedy.
Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed is good.
Okay, Stinger's nice because now any land, even another swamp, gets us a Stinger. If we get an island, though, we're going island... Well, actually, island, we need to play the island to crab, so... Looks like a mirror match here. Love seeing supplies on 2. It just feels like a clunky thing to do on turn 2. Of course, Appa's going to love to see us not play a land on our turn 3. We took the risk. No worries. You assess your risks and you take your chances. Oh, sorry, here you go. Some say I have never heard of you, a rap burglar. I'll kill it. What else we doing? I'm gonna start discarding if we don't. I mean, not that turn, but we're on the edge of it. Yeah. All right. All right. We got some hope. Let's go ahead and sting here, and then we can set up next turn. If we draw more lands, we play the crab out and start crabbing it. Oppo pausing on single island, so we should keep in mind the trio of possibility there, right? Which is the Shell Shield, the Duelist, and the one I'm not thinking of. Chill, right? Those are the three possibles. All right, and we found a land. Let's crab it first. See if they have a lot of mana and 4 cards up, so we'll see what happens here. Going with the crab means we can't play the Skitter Sneak this turn, and I don't know, maybe I'm just supposed to be going for a damage-based win and getting the sneak going as fast as we can, but there's something about getting the crab online ASAP that just drives my mind there. Note that we're in the 6-2 bracket against another looks like a rogue's deck, so rogue continues to be pretty open in bot draft land. Wondering if this is dangerous again. Might just be that they're planning to crack the supplies. I don't know. I gotta attack. Yeah, this is bot draft. That's what the quick means here on the panel there. And we do have a couple of graveyard recursion spells, so even if they find a way to kill the stinger, we can get it back. Yeah, bot draft is also ranked. Anytime you see the rank on screen, you're playing for rank. If this were unranked, we wouldn't even see rank. Zach likes my starting soon playlist this week. I milled a roost, we'll take it. Your EV is going to depend on your win rate, but yes, if you're a solid player, El Mancho, almost certainly better. But if you're not, it depends on your win rate. So go to the spreadsheet. There's an EV tab on the spreadsheet. Make a copy of the spreadsheet and then adjust it to your win rates. And you can see which queue produces the best EV for you. Thank you, Cardinator. Looking forward to that. Are we mid-attack here? I don't even know what's going on. They could have gotten us. That's interesting. Like, they could have just saved that and gotten us pretty good on the stinger. So, there's crab for you. It does draw the premium removal. They're at 10 in yard now. That means the carver's going to be good. I like stinging it here. Or, sorry, carving the stinger and setting that up with a Into the Royal protection. More pausing from Oppo. Not sure what it's about, but I'm feeling pretty confident with the Into the Royal at the ready, so I'm going to press the luck. All right, just chumping is good. We'll play the Wind Robber here. Oppo's still showing significant pausing at all phases here, so not sure what we're up against in hand, but certainly smells like something at instant speed. We're midweek here, but got a couple of excellent special events coming up. I am drafting, as pointed out by Hat there, in the Lolaman tournament tomorrow. I'm in pod number 2 tomorrow at 3 p.m. my time, but I did update my streaming schedule. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is stream at the usual time, take a long lunch, and then come on back for the event. And then, of course, Friday is Chat Gauntlet Day. I'm looking for new blood. If you're out there watching right now and you've watched me play on the Friday Gauntlet and you haven't joined in yet, where are you? Come on, come play with us. Interesting to note that Oppo did not kick the field research there, even though they could have. That suggests strongly that they felt the need to do something like this turn. Miss Lethal in the Discord. You sign up, join the Discord, and go check out the draft crew. Or where should they go? What's the first thing someone should do, Mama? If they well, there you go. Chat Gauntlet link right there. I'm sure it tells you all about it. Because sometimes I do the right things here and there. Got a multi-account, Moncho. You don't need gems, though, if you got the cards. It's free drafting. All right, second island means we can finally kick this royal. That's cool. We don't want to kick the geyser mage, though. Just happy we have the second island, and we're going to carve up with the wind robber, or at least try. This constant pausing from Oppo just leaves me feeling like constantly nervous here, but we're going to keep enacting our game plan and making them have something. What we really recommend around here, Moncho, is getting side accounts and stopping playing after you win 4 times and clear out a quest. Because once you've cleared out a quest and won 4 times, you've really extracted the most gold you can out of your account for the day. So then if you switch to another account, make that your side drafting account. Sometimes you have to play constructed there with crappy constructed decks to grind your daily gold or whatever, but basically try to play when Wizards is paying you at least 100 gold per win. That's my advice. Yeah, well, sometimes, like, if you're a terrible drafter, Tim knows, you can straight run out of gems on all your accounts, right? Like, it's at some point you do need to win some games before you can only do drafting. But there are enough fun things to do, even with crap accounts, that I don't think it's some big torture to make it through there. Let's see if they come up with something. Swing and a miss, Chronicler? Yeah, swing and a miss, Chronicler. I mentioned this yesterday, but the real time to jump on the side account thing is when they're offering a free draft token for some reason, sometimes at the start of a set or a new format. Like, it might even be coming up. At Amonkhet Remastered, they did a draft token thing, and there's a remastered set coming up. So we might be on the verge of having a lot of having a free token situation, which is a great time to try the side account thing. Unlucky Oppo, but this is looking good. This can help Oppo get back in it, maybe. Hopefully we can still get him. Let's send the Wind Robber, and then we can play the Sneak and have an unkicked Royal available if we want it. Oppo running low on cards in library as well, and I believe we still have our, yeah, we have both. We have 2 cards that can get this Ruin Crab back and kind of close the game out. Practically a reason to keep land in hand here, except we do have the possibility of a Royal, unkicked Royal, so I'm going to keep that available. Because now we have actually, well, actually we don't have it because we need too much blue. If we find an island, we can kick Snare and unkick Royal to clear out 2 blockers to try and find our 6 damage as well. If Oppo doesn't play the known Stinger, it screams that they've got Into the Royal. If they do have Into the Royal, kick spell, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay, so they get to loot, but it's not like crazy. Blood Beckoning is one of our answers to get back that crab, but it doesn't give us land yet for it. I think we start with just an attack, see what they want to do, and then we do some beckoning. But I'm expecting Royalage here. Kick, Snare, and Royal is lethal if we presume these are blanks, but I don't presume these are blanks. I'm just going to presume that they're going to stop us here somehow from winning. So now Royal can at least guarantee us dealing 4. That's probably worth it. But then we don't get the Blood Beckoning this turn. But that's okay too, right? We can still just use that next turn. I'm going to get rid of that Diviner. I'm going to kick it. Can I kick it? Oh, I think I tried to say this earlier. I'm trying to figure out the exact legal situation on how long a clip... I want to find the actual law that says how long a clip can be before it's even... is something that someone could take legal action, copyright action on you for. It's going to be one of my weekend tasks if I don't figure it out sooner. End turn, though. Yep, we're not going to do the Blood Beckoning now. We're going to be greedy. And, well, we can thwart. That's cool. No, I'm talking American law. Like, you know how sometimes I've seen this, like talk show hosts or something, one of their guests will start singing a song and the talk show host will cut them off really quickly. Like, no more, right? Like there's some nationally known level of if you do it any more than this, then they can come demand money from you, right? It comes under fair use in the sense that we have manipulated them and they're for a different purpose. Like we have made it our own. We're not just playing a song. I actually think fair use does have an argument, but I'm no lawyer. I think we just have the win here. We get to Bubble Snare the Diviner, tap it down, and crack in with the Wind Robber for 2. And even if they have... I guess they need Chill. If they have the Chill, they could stop the Wind Robber from being lethal. Yeah, maybe that's true. You can... But you get... I really think it's about the length. And as long as we do the length right, we would be okay. I'm just not sure... what that length is and what the actual law is. Okay, well... Should we just go for the Snare win here? I'm gonna go for the Snare win, make him have it. Ooh, it is pausing. If it's just a duelist, we still win. We can actually win through a duelist, but they specifically have clerics or chill of whatever. Wizard chill. We could lose. We could fail to win here. Chilling trap, thank you.
You've activated my trap card. It's a trap. It's a trap.
Soul read.
It's a trap.
Soul read meme. Soul read meme. All right, just the duelist. We win. Thanks for the for that, BM. I'll check it out today and see what else that site has to tell me. Sorry, Zach, I wasn't trying to slow roll you there. I'm just chatting with chat. All right, gang. That's profit, yeah. I think that qualifies. I think I have I have links on. We have a good community that doesn't abuse the right to post links for the most part, and we got good mods in place should anybody get out of line. But that's easily Googleable for sure. All right. Well, marched to victory with our bot test. So certainly, I mean, that wasn't even a great rogues deck, right? But it was good enough to get there. Maybe part of that was our competition. Even though, yeah, this is an account that because of the recent start of the month, we have reset where we're at in terms of rank. So maybe we played against some lower ranked players than we might normally in the middle of a season. But I'll take the win, take the profit, take another max win, a Zendikar result. We've really been doing pretty good in this format. I mean, we only 2-1'd earlier today, but in general, like our last 6 Zendikar events, 5 of them have been max win and 1 of them has been 2-1. So we're doing great, feeling good, and thank you all for the support. And today, I believe we have our weekly raid of our friend Jamie from True. And I'm excited to check out Razor's Listen Up suggestion. So we're going to, I'll listen to that at the next walk, and we'll talk about that. All right. Anything else? This is probably going to go up today on YouTube. So no, actually probably this won't. So it's no sense pitching this stuff to go out later because I'm going to hold this content for later. So never mind. Hey, YouTube friends, a bunch of stuff has already happened. Bye.